Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here to show you how to stretch a die from a place that it is intended to go, but then again you can switch it and stretch it to somewhere else. So I'm using one of the treat bag dies and turning it into a card base for a shaped card. But before I get started, you can get 10% off site-wide using the code Suzanne. So let me go ahead and show you the die set that I'm working with. This is from the latest release. I'll link my video here if you want to see more up close of what's in that release. But a few of those items are in this video as well. This is the Scallop topper die. It comes with 4 dies. You're seeing 3 of them here. These are the matting layers. But the die itself is this one, which I'll flip over. I left this so I can show you how I made it. As intended, it would create a treat bag like this. So the back layer is here. Then there's a score line that you fold over, that flap. And then there's a matting layer, 2 matting layers for it. I only use one here, but you could also use this one. And then I put a bow. This is a wonderful treat bag, good sizing. Assembled here, it's 4 1/4 inch by about 4 inches. Now, I decided to take it a different place because of this scallop detail and the height. I said, you know what? I wonder if it would look good as a card. So it's almost a A6 card. Instead of it being 4 1/4 by 6 1/2 inch, it comes out to 4 by 6 1/2. Okay? So this will fit in a 5 by 7 envelope, and then in a 5 by 7 envelope, you can decorate it and add more layers, more height, more dimension. So what I did was take this outer die, which would be right outside of this, and then take a piece of cardstock, score it in half. And where it scores, you notice how it's falling right below that cut line. It's right here. It's not here, because if I make the cardstock out here, then I'll get the shape of this. But once I come on inside of that score line, the cardstock falls like right here. And I did use yellow tape to hold it in place. This is Spellbinder's high quality tape, and you use it for die cutting, better press, glimmer. I wouldn't use it for like stenciling or something like that. Stenciling, I would use mint tape. This is mint tape. That's yellow tape, okay? I'll put a link below for everything I'm talking about. Crafters, I'm detailing and linking everything. Yellow tape is fantastic for holding something in place like this because I'm die cutting through 2 layers. I did use my Platinum 6 die cut machine to cut this, okay? So this is the sandwich that you put together to make a card like this, a shaped card with this die. So the die will be stored like so, okay? All right, now let's look at my example. Here is my card example. Isn't that so sweet? This ephemera is from the last release. It's called Circus Clown Ephemera. I use this as a cutie. The ephemera has all these goodies in it. And in this one, I'm using this little guy right here. I have all these choices because you get multiples of each of these images. Isn't that fun? Love, 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 love. So definitely check out the ephemera. So based off of the ephemera, then I did everything else. But you see now how the card opens. So that score line is there. Yes, it will have this, because that is a part of the die. But on the inside, you could decorate this if you want. You could put a strip here and a strip here, like a little border strip, or just cut a strip of cardstock. I left it. It didn't bother me. I did put the sentiment here, though. For the sentiment, this is from the last release as well. And I forgot to put the name. I'll put the name here on the screen. How did I forget to write the name of this thing? So this stamp and die set, I did Let's Celebrate, and then on the inside have a roaring good birthday. Roaring for the lion. Yes, yes. So it's this stamp and die set. So cute. I stamped this out with gold pigment ink with clear embossing powder. That's how I did the embossing. For this layer here, I'm using the eyelet doily die. I'm using the largest doily, which is 4 inch. There's also a 3 inch and a 2 inch. This, by far winner. She's an oldie, but definitely a goodie. And then for my balloons here with the strings, I'm using the shaker scallop balloon dies. You could turn each one of these 3 styles of balloons into a shaker element. There are 5 dies in each style. So you get a regular balloon, a star balloon, and a heart. Here I have regular, star, and heart there in glitter cardstock for this top half. And you notice this time I did do the 2 layers featuring the pattern paper. So the pattern paper is Pastel Party 2026. This is 6 inches by 8.5 inch tall. 24 sheets in the pack, for each of 6 designs. Here I'm just using this pink sheet right here, front and back, okay? That's the stripe, and then that's the dot detail. Before, with the treat bag, I only used this outer layer. I didn't use this one. I just put a bow instead. This time I'm using both layers, which is this and this one. So in summary, I took a treat bag die, turned it into a nice, really cute shaped card. I could have also put the score line across the top here and have it as a top folding, but I decided to go with a side folding card. I think both options are absolute fun. The score line is here, but do you really notice it? I think it's just a great card and a great size. I love how it's not too slim, but then again, still slim and tall, looking like a A6 card. And then I love the scallop shape. So if you got this die set, and you're thinking you can only use it for treat bags, oh no, you can stretch it into card bases too. So what do you think? I think this is fun both ways. So this is a great way of stretching a die that's not intended, or maybe only intended for one use. Why not see if it can do something else at this sizing as well? This could easily be turned into like a little folio. I could put a flap here and a flap here. You could have photographs here, and then that top part, that could be a little label. That's another idea to do with this, like a little folio book. You could also use this as an insert. You could run just this die alone and have it as a large tag too. If you wanted to use it as an insert, let's say in a scrapbook layout or a mini album as well. There are a lot of uses with this scallop topper die. What makes it super fun? That scallop topper right there. Alrighty, crafters, thanks so much for watching. Everything will be detailed and linked below. I hope you see where I was going with this. I think this is fun with the scallop topper die. Everything, like I said, will be detailed and linked below. Don't forget that you can get 10% off site-wide with the code Suzanne. Until the next video, crafters, stay crafty, my friends. Bye!